I wanted to make this video because I've been seeing a trend on YouTube these last few weeks. Honestly, I've been seeing a trend actually since pretty much nobody wants to work anymore. Ever since we had people working from home. I know at the time I was working from home and we got comfortable. We got comfortable working from home. So I feel like after that, that's where it triggered a lot of people just not wanting to go back to work. A lot of people didn't want to go back to the office and they just didn't want to work. And I feel like a lot of people just don't want to work anymore. So I've been seeing a lot of videos talking about people telling you to quit your 9 to 5, people talking about how much they hate their 9 to 5, which is understandable. I know there's times where I've had jobs that I've hated my jobs. Not a lot, but there's been times where I've had jobs where I may have had periods where I felt like I was too stressed or I didn't like the job. But at the end of the day, I would not recommend you to quit your job. Am I telling you to not go after your dreams? No, I'm not. What I am saying is that stop looking at other people's success. Stop looking at other people do well or other people run their business or seeing success in other people's business and thinking that it's going to happen for you right away. Is it a possibility that it can happen for you? Absolutely. I believe anything's possible. And I feel like if you work hard at anything, you can make anything happen. But I would never, ever, 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 I would never recommend a person to quit their job without having an ironclad plan. Even if you are going to start a business, have a plan as to how you're going to start that business and how you're going to succeed in that business. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I have done it before. I've experienced the side of working a 9 to 5 and also the side of running a business. How it is for both. How difficult it is to work a 9 to 5. How the pros of working a 9 to 5, the cons of working a 9 to 5, how difficult it is to run a business, the pros to running a business, the cons to running a business. The honest truth is that, yeah, I know we have times where we're maybe working a job and your boss is annoying, your boss is getting on your nerves. You may have some coworkers that you don't like or may do something that you may not agree with, or it may be something about the job you don't like. Every job that I've ever worked, I can honestly say there was something I didn't like about the job. But then there were so many other things I loved about the job. But just because you have those things doesn't mean you should just quit and go start a business, or quit and go do full-time YouTube, or quit and just do a business without a plan. Now, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm just saying without a plan. I want to talk about how starting a business, pretty much how the struggles that I experienced and how I pretty much take my credit. Still working on rebuilding my credit, but my credit is worse off than it was before I actually went into business. The mistakes that I made and what you could do to not make the same mistakes that I made. The dark side of owning a business, the dark side of running a business is that you're not always going to make money. You will have streaks where you will make money. You will have months where you're going to make money. You're going to have months where you're doing great, where you're excited, where you're happy, where you're ecstatic and you're like, oh my gosh, this is just life changing. But you're also going to have months where you make $0, where your bank account's not going to have any deposits. I'm being honest with you because I had those months. I had those months where I didn't get 0 deposits. But I still had to work harder than I did when I had a 9 to 5. That's what people don't tell you, is that there's times you're not going to make money. There's times you're going to be crying because you have no direction, or you don't know which way that you want to market or which way you want to go. You don't know what to do. You're not making money. You're not able to provide. You're going to have those months. If there's anybody that says that that's not true, they are lying to you. You're going to have months where you're not going to make money. You're going to have another thing. You're going to have times where you don't feel like going to work. You don't feel like doing anything. You may not feel like working that day, or you may be tired. You may be sick. You want to lay in bed. You can lay in bed if you want to, but just know that that's a day that you're not working on your business. That's a day that you're not able to make money. If you have a 9 to 5, if you have a 9 to 5, you could actually, if you have PTO, you're not feeling good, put your PTO in. And you could just take that day to rest. I'm just telling you the downsides to it. This is just like this video is not really scripted, but I am going to actually make a video where I'm going to go into full detail about 9 to 5 versus working, owning a business. But I just want you guys to know that it's not cakes and roses. It's not you quit your job. You don't have to answer to anyone. Yes, you're correct. You don't have to answer to a boss, but now you have customers that you have to answer to. Now you have clients you have to serve, and those clients are your customers. So keep in mind that it's all the same, really. It's just the 9 to 5, the boss is the